I would tell all parents, like, get your kids in early, right? Just like with swimming, learning the language, the earlier the better. Get your kids in early, turn that screen time into some positive, screen time, and see if they're into coding or these other careers that are growing in the tech space. Because I would probably, go back and take a computer science career.
Awesome and amazing day, you all. It's Nikki B here, and welcome to Futureland365 podcast and radio show right here on 95.9 WOVU. Yes, you're seeing correctly, especially if you're listening right here on YouTube. We're in a new space. Well, just a different space for today. For this special guest that we have, you guys, right here where we highlight Cleveland's bold innovators, entrepreneurs, and creatives. And we have just that in the building today. But before we get into all of that, I want you guys to make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And make sure that you tune in to all of our events that we have going on our website, Futureland365 Don't forget to tune in to the newsletter. All right, you guys. I just want to get right to it because I'm so excited. You see the background. We're going to have a playful conversation today, and we're going to find out just how gaming can really be impactful for our community. So you guys, without further ado, we have Michael Newton, founder of Ethlete Lab Academy. So, hey there.
How you guys doing? How you doing?
Awesome.
Good.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking out the time of your busy schedule. How many times did we reschedule? A couple of times,
oh my gosh, I think. Can we count it on one hand, or do we need the second?
I think just one hand.
Right,
that
cool.
we were going back and forth a little bit, but we're flexible. We understand that.
For sure.
And we know that entrepreneurs, things come up.
Mm-hmm.
You have a busy game space here, which is it's more than a game space, quite honestly.
For sure.
But we'll get further into that and share that. So, Mike, thank you for letting us come into your space today. We just kind of took over.
Nah, no problem. Anytime. Mikasa, Sukasa, but I appreciate you guys being flexible. Definitely busy as an entrepreneur, but
sure.
I appreciate the opportunity to join you guys.
Absolutely. So let's get into it. I know people are probably looking like, well, who is this guy and what space and where are you, right? So let everyone know a little bit about what Ethlete Lab Academy is all about. Maybe we could start with your mission and your values, perhaps?
For sure. So Ethlete Lab Academy is a purpose-driven gaming lounge. We want to service not only gamers, but people who have gamed for the first time, right? So we do a blend of education and gaming. So we want to make sure, we have those first-time gamers that come in, but also those gamer enthusiasts who are interested in, esports, whether that's being a professional gamer, a coach, an admin, and then we put our own little spin on it, right? So further in the back, we have a 12-seat classroom where we teach STEM education. And some of those classes are coding, game design, programming, and cybersecurity. So, our whole mission is just to give a safe space for kids to come and game, compete, connect, and have fun.
Compete, connect, and community, right?
Community, yes.
Come together and play and have a good time and learning from one another. I think that is so cool.
For sure.
So you mentioned esports. Now, what is that?
Right. I was the same way, Nikki. I was the same way.
Electronic sports, like.
There you go. Yeah. So it is.
Right.
It's electronic sports. So in our name is Ethlete Lab Academy, right? Mm-hmm. So Ethlete stands for, an esports athlete. So that's how we came up with the name. But it's electronic sports. So me, I was a coach in esports.
Wait, time out.
Yeah.
Can I hit pause on the game here?
Rewind.
Rewind that one, right?
Yeah.
So what okay, how does one get into what does that journey look like to become an esport coach?
Yeah, I would be insane to tell you like one journey. I think everybody's journey is different. Mm-hmm. My journey started with, working in traditional sports, and then I happened to dive into esports. But it's for me, I coach 2K. So the video game, a lot of people play it. The basketball game, actually 2K26 just came out, but
I don't know anything about
no, a lot of the hoopers, you get time on the court and you go home, you get right back to it. But I was a coach. I had at 1.6 players, so I had 5 players at their own individual position, and I had a sub. And then as the
That
years,
is so cool.
yeah,
It's very similar
it's
to-
crazy. It's just like it. You know what I mean? And I think that's the interesting part of esports.
Yeah.
For the people who aren't really interested in your traditional sports, but they are fans of it. They can take their passions to the gaming world and
Yeah.
be their own character, be their own professional. So
That's cool. So you're not necessarily flexing that bicep muscle or anything,
No.
but you're flexing the brain
For sure.
muscle,
For sure.
to strategize, vision, and execute in all those ways. I think that is so cool.
For sure. And I think there is some we've had people come in, professionals come in and actually talk about, the physical aspect of it, obviously the mental, right?
Mm-hmm.
These guys are logging in anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day, some 16, just to be a professional for 6
Mm-hmm.
months. But there is hand-eye coordination, right? The fingers, the tendons. And I know people probably laughing like, no way, but yeah, I mean,
it's a real thing.
Some of these athletes, I had a kid who would work out every day. He had a specific regimen in terms of, his daily schedule and what he ate. And he was one of the best at it. So I think in anything you do, when you have some type of structure and you take it serious, you see better outcomes.
Wow, I think that's so amazing. Can you give me that kid's information, because I need a little bit more structure.
Right, and the dog,
in
Mama,
my life.
his name is Mama, I'm That Man. So that's my kind of dog, really. Yeah, no, and I mean, he has sponsorships. He had, he was like one of the first to have his own clothing line. He actually competes for Team USA, their esports team in 2K. So he's one of my better players, close friend of mine. But yeah, he took his regimen very seriously.
Mama, I'm That Man.
Mama, I'm That Man.
Shout out to you, right? Because I'm inspired, and you're not even here.
Not even here.
And I want to know if you're listening here on YouTube, if you can drop your regimen or your structure of the day and how you break that down and the things that you eat, because I think our listeners want to know, those who are interested in.
I want to know. Look, right? It might have changed. I want to know where he's at with it now.
Like, how do we get this? Like, how do we get to that level? And I think that's so important. We were talking about this earlier. Anything that you are passionate about, something that you're skilled at, or if you really have a clear vision for it, you're going to make a way to make that thing work. Also, to be at the top 10%, 5%, 3%, 1%, whatever that is, you're going to find a way to make it work and to be the best at it.
For sure.
So I love that so much.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet you, because I feel as if though, we have some synergy.
We got to get him out here, man. He's a Bay Area type of guy, man, West Coast, but we'll get him out here.
Oh, maybe when I fly out there, maybe we'll connect. I don't know.
I'll link you guys.
We'll be taking the podcast
right.
on the road.
Right, take over his house. Right.
So I love that so much. So now, you grew up in Cleveland, is that right?
For sure.
Cleveland area.
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
Yeah, so I grew up in Bedford, so that Bedford Maple area. I spent time in both, but I ended up in St. Ed. So I actually went to high school over in this area, primarily for basketball, but it came with a great education, a great network. So
I figured, so LB, I was right. So no, you were right. It is St. Ed's, right? Because he also has a scoreboard here.
Yes. So yeah, I have.
So tell us about that too. Like, how did you end up with the scoreboard here?
Yeah. So the people who own this building, so I'm renting this out, but the people who own this building, they're actually St. Ed's grads as well. So when I got here, everything that you see here was just dirt. And the only thing that was in here was a St. Ed's. Right. Oh, it's crazy. I still walk in like, we did this, right? Yeah. We did this. So, but yeah, the only thing that was in here was the St. Ed's scoreboard. And they just asked me, like, do you want it? And they knew, like, when I was growing up, they used to come to my games. They watched me play, so they knew who I was. And they knew how much it would mean to me. Yeah, so.
That's a little,
Yeah, I had to slide that in there, yeah. But they used to watch me play, yeah. And, we do have like a close-knitted community when it comes to St. Ed's, brotherhood, everybody looks out for each other. So they knew it would mean a lot, not only to the space, but just me in general. So they asked if I wanted it, and I said for sure. So that's actually my high school scoreboard. When I played there for 4 years, they got a new digital one. So yeah, that's mine to keep.
I know that sometimes when as you just stated, when you walk in here, you're like,
It's crazy.
I had a vision, right? Well, I seen a need. Let's start there.
Yeah.
I seen a need. I wrote it down because we talked about this prior. One of our conversations we had. You wrote it down. You made it clear. You made it plain. You figured out, okay, who can I partner with? Who can help me run this race, right? And you put those things together. And now to see it tangible.
It's crazy.
For us to actually be here and have this conversation, there's going to be a lot of people listening in. So I know your members or the people who are going to be interested. I think things are going to blow up for you. And I'm so excited. But that reminds me to ask you here, how long have you been in existence here?
So we opened. I think the 6-month mark. We're going on 7 months. So
I can't believe
it's
because
crazy.
it just looks like you've been here for such a long time.
No, it's crazy. Yeah. So we've been planning for since December of 2022. This has been an idea. We opened up March 1st. So that was like friends and family, and then we officially opened to the public March 3rd. So. We've been here for, like I said, about 6-7 months. It's been amazing. As you mentioned, Nikki, like just walking through these doors, still have that fresh smell.
It does.
You know what I mean?
That new car smell, although it's not new cars.
Yeah.
It's new carpet, new.
100%.
Just new,
yeah.
Right?
So we take pride in keeping it that way, you know.
That.
So every time someone comes in, they can't really tell how long we've been at it. But it's been great. It's been exciting, obviously challenging, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to be on this journey with anybody else other than the team I have. So
yeah, I love this so much, and I just have so many more questions. And I said that right, so many more. Yes, I said that correctly. You guys heard me right. So you guys, what I want to do is take a pause right here because we have so much more. And I love calling him this. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Mic check. I love it. Mic check 1 2.
I love that. It's just so smart. I just love it so much. It's so witty, right? That's his IG name. If you guys didn't know, you can follow him at Mic check 1 2 1 2. Right?
Yep. So Mic check 1__2. Yep.
There you go. So you guys, we'll be right back more with Michael Newton, founder of Ethlete Lab Academy, and we'll find out just how important gaming is for our community. All right, you guys, we'll be right back.
WOVU 95.9 FM, Our Voices United, a community radio station. Our mission is to provide an inclusive and participatory media platform that connects, engages, and informs every citizen and stakeholder of our community with the goal of achieving ongoing social and economic progress for all.
You guys, and we are here in Ethlete Lab Academy with the awesome, amazing Michael Newton, aka Mic check 1 2 1 2.
I love it. That mic check. Check. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking about, before we went to break, we were talking about, where you grew up, how long the business has been established, the mission and the values of the business here. And I'm just amazed, like, esports, what? You had a career in esports. I thought that was just for fun. But something, I think Jim Rohn said it. He was like, there is a thin line, or it's a blurred line when you are working in your genius. He says, people can't tell if you're having fun or if you're in business or if you're working. So I love that so much, and I believe that you're the epitome of that. I think sometimes you're like, whew, I'm working today.
Man, today is that day. Look,
those days.
Today is that day.
But those things happen, and you just take it because you are really truly living a dream and a vision that you wrote out. So let's go there, right? Let's talk about. We talked about this before. There were a couple teams that you coached.
Yeah,
we kind of touched on it before in the last segment. So what were those teams? And then we can talk about how you got there.
For sure. Yeah, so I would say the first team, it started in college, honestly. So I was working with Cleveland State. I was working with their men's basketball team. And then I went over to the Milwaukee Bucks. I had some experience at the NBA Summer League. That led me to the Golden State Warriors. And then my last stop was with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I love that.
Yep.
And so And this was a physical sports, is that, or
So
was it the esports?
it was a combination.
Yeah.
So I would say the physical went all the way up to the Golden State Warriors. I worked with the Golden State Warriors for about 2 years on the physical side, but it was also the esports side, the virtual. So that's when I got my first opportunity to see both sides and see which one I like better. And then I made that jump, I would say 2021. I forgot to mention this team, but I worked with the Nigerian national team when they went to the Olympics.
Okay. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, so I went to Tokyo, Japan with them, and I did some work with the Nigerian national team in Africa as well. But after the Olympics is when I made the full jump to esports. So the Cavs was only strictly 2K. But I did some youth basketball stuff with the Cavs, but it wasn't with their NBA team, like as far as the players.
It was more like camps.
Yeah, it was like youth sports, training. We would do like these one-off camps, different cities. Yeah, so, but as far as like coaching, I was just esports with the Cavs.
Yeah, I love that. And you say things started for you in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you went to Cleveland State, or?
Yeah, so I went to a school called Northwood. That's out in West Palm Beach. That's where I played. So I played 1 year in West Palm Beach under Rolly Massimino. Great coach, 1985, national champion, Villanova. He's either now in the coaching Hall of Fame. He should be if he's not. But yeah, excuse me. But he's amazing. And then I transferred to Urbana University, which is out in between Dayton and Columbus. Played there for 3 years, and then that's when I got my first opportunity in coaching. So I coached at Cleveland State for 1 year in my master's program. So I was a graduate assistant under Gary Waters for his last year, who was also an amazing coach, as everybody in Cleveland and the National Basketball Association and college knows.
I love this. Yeah. So, I see this plant right here. Would not be able to grow if it did not have the correct soil and a good environment.
For sure.
So it sounds like to me that were you strategic in where you decided to go, or the places or the people that you were under their tutelage to learn?
For sure. So I would say it started with high school, right? Like Eric Flannery, who was right down the road. I was very strategic with that. It was between Benedictine and St. Ed's. St. Ed's got me the day they played against Campbell Hall. Drew Holiday came into town. I saw Tom Izzo on ESPN, and I just saw those group of guys working. And, Coach Flynn, he USA Basketball, Jordan Brand Classic, McDonald's All-American coach. Like, he's around talent all the time. So, learning from him, not only, different players and things he was learning, but just how he operates and manages, right? Mm-hmm. Not even just coaching sports, but manages different personalities was big. When I committed to Northwood, I had some schools. Northwood is a D2 NAIA, right? Mm-hmm. Like not even NCAA, but knowing that, he's so well regarded and well respected, I knew the knowledge that he could give me was far to none to, anyone else. So that was another guy I was very, strategic about. And then my stop in Urbana where I played at, that was just more being around the family. I was, I'm a mama's boy, man. My sister means a lot to me. I was missing the family, so that wasn't really strategic. But I also got a great coach out of that, who's actually Cleveland State's coach right now, Rob Summers. So I'll shout him out. Michael Hunter's over there. Those were my college coaches as well. So to see them, I think everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
To see where they were at, taking over a team who didn't win a game, to be at Cleveland State now is awesome. So.
Yeah, I love that, and the same question would go when it comes to business too. For
sure.
So what was your background or your specific area of education when you were in college? Was it business or was it something different?
Yeah, no disrespect to anybody but mine was basic, man. It was just business, management. And if I could go back, and I tell a lot of these parents now, and that's our whole mission, right? Spark interest in computer science careers. I would tell all parents, get your kids in early, right? Just like with swimming, learning the language, the earlier the better. Mm-hmm. Get your kids in early, turn that screen time into some positive, screen time, and see if they're into coding or these other careers that are growing in the tech space. Because I would probably, go back and take a computer science career.
Yeah, I love that so much. And, talking about, hey, parents, get your kids involved, find out what their genius is, right? Sure. Or what gets them excited, right? I think I'm not an actual parent, but I think that's what I would be like. Oh, what they like to do? What are they doing? Or what programs or what do we have in our city where I can immerse them so they can see? Because I think it's just as important to figure out, okay, I don't like that.
For sure. And I think I
don't like doing that.
And I think we're programmed as humans, right? And I battle with this because I've seen the best of both worlds, right? I was first an athlete. Now I'm in the business of tech. So from my parents, it's this and it doesn't have to be this or. Yeah, I see a lot of parents, what does your kid do? And they immediately go to, he plays basketball, he's a football player, he's this, he's that. And I don't want to take away from that, but I also challenge parents to say, well, why don't you see what's on this other side of tech? You know what I mean? Because we're more than a gaming lounge. You know what I mean? So we see where the world's going with AI. Yep. Tech is moving at a very fast rate. Just get your kids in a class. We're right here. Right here. Check us out. And if you don't like it, that's fine. But I think giving the kid an option and exploring all of these different avenues before just canceling them out would do your kid and service your kid well.
I totally agree. And you say, hey, we're right here.
Yeah,
let everyone know where we are.
Yeah, so we're in Lakewood, 14414 Detroit Avenue basement or lower level. Right before you hit downtown Lakewood. We're about 10 minutes from the airport. We're 5 minutes from downtown. We got plenty of freeways, but easy access. Yeah. And for the parents who want to drop off, we got restaurants right around the corner. Or we have a beautiful cafe here if you want to bring the food back. But I mean, I would just...
Yeah, you have that here.
Yeah, we got it here. We got everything you need.
Everything that you need. You can set up your laptop, parents, if you still have work to do.
For sure.
But you still just want to let your child or young adult.
Yeah, I mean, parents, you can come. You
can play some games too. Blow off some steam.
Not? We do family nights every first Friday, every third Friday. We do like a Smash, and we'll do, a Mario Kart tournament. So yeah, we're all about community. But I think the main point of what I'm getting at is get the kids in through gaming, and then help the parents understand that not only are their careers in tech, when we talk about the code and programming, but also in the esports space. And it's more than just being a gamer.
I love this so much. I'm just getting so excited because I know so many little boys, little girls, mid-age girls, mid-age boys.
Yeah, don't forget about my girls, man. Look, we get a lot of...
Your daughter,
I got a daughter.
Right?
Yeah,
Is she into gaming as well?
She is, and she's jumping more. It was funny. After we had a birthday party Saturday, and she left. She stayed. She's a trooper, man. She'll help out. She'll clean. She loves doing chores. So I
love that.
Yeah, I got a good one. Yeah, she like hanging out with daddy. So, but it's funny. When she left, we have two VR headsets, and the controllers are connected to the specific one. So she caught herself sneaking out with a headset, but she had to call me because it wouldn't work, and you got the wrong controllers. So she was laughing. So we got on the VR yesterday. But yeah, she'll get on the game some. We'll do some like coding games because we're all about game-based learning. So I'll throw her into like a little Minecraft game where I'll trick her into thinking she's playing the game, but she's really coding. So.
Oh, that is so cool. Yeah. So tell me more. How does that work?
So I mean, they do that? Yeah. So they got free programs out there like Minecraft education. On a more basic level, you know what I mean, where you can get into there. But it's out there. A lot of these colleges, high schools, they're really starting to integrate the game-based learning. Yeah, because that's what kids are interested in now. You got to meet the kids where they're at.
It's so true.
We got to get rid of the, it's good to, and I said this the other day on my LinkedIn, it's good to provide a Chromebook, but we got to, take a further step, and
how do you utilize the Chromebook? What options or what software?
Get a lot of this. Things? Kids, they've got their iPads in there, and then they come in here and they don't know where to start. You got this. So we try to help them through gaming on the keyboard and help them learn where home base is, where to type, how to type. We try to full service though. Yeah.
I love this one so much because I am one of those learners, right? Where, you say, I need you to do that. Okay, great. Where do I start?
Right.
I don't have a problem with doing it, but you have to give more details,
for sure.
Right?
For sure.
I remember one of my first jobs, I used to work at Hollywood Video.
Oh, man, Hollywood Video. Blockbuster, Hollywood Video. That was the days, man.
Man, those were the days. New releases came out on Tuesdays, not Fridays.
You get there, you get one now.
Yes.
Man, you get your
you
little
would
Happy
only
Meal.
have like 100 copies of something, and you had to come back, keep coming. So I had a manager, and I was training. I was a shift leader, right? Yeah. And he said to me, "This is something that I realized you need to work on." I was like, "Well, what is that?" Right? I'm so sensitive, right? He's like, "You need to work on your details and how to give instruction and delegate." I said, "Okay, well, how do you do that?" Right? Now I'm probably 18, 19 at this time.
So you young.
Yeah. And so I was pretty young, and but I thought I knew everything. Yeah. I thought I knew everything. He's like, well, share with me, how do you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I said, oh, dog, I got this. You get the peanut butter, the jelly, you get some utensils and bread, and perhaps a plate or a napkin, depending on how you want to put your sandwich. He said, okay. So he had all those items in his office. Who has that in his office?
Not me.
He did. So he grabbed all those items and put them all right here and put it right here. I was like, oh, well, I didn't mean like that, you know? So, hey, buddy.
No. Can you go out real quick? Yeah. And we're closed today, actually. I'm sorry. Yeah. Got that look.
I love it.
Right. I knew it was going to happen.
Okay, I seen his face. He was ready.
Right.
He was ready. Aw. Peanut butter and jelly. Okay, so in the office, he put it all right here in front of us, and I said, yeah, so you just make it. He was like, I'm trying to make it. So I had to really get detailed, and you have to twist the lid off. You have to use a spoon. Yeah. You have to use a knife. Yeah. And then you have to spread the peanut butter on one side of the bread, get into the jelly or the jam, whatever your preference is, okay?
Yeah, right.
And put it on, slide and put that, or spread that on the other bread, and then you would put them lay the peanut butter on top of the jelly slice. So those details matter. So, and then once you teach them and once they see how it works or how it flows all together, oh, wow.
For sure. And it's funny you say that, like, when we talk about, like, tips and what you would give other individuals, like, that's my main one. Like, entrepreneurship in business is not a two-step process. Like, people think.
Say that again.
People think, listen, entrepreneurship is not a two-step process.
It's levels to this.
Yeah, so people think it's like, okay, I got a good idea. It should work, right? Like, the business is here. Yes, like, I'll get a couple people, I'll recruit, I'll find a space.
Everyone's going to love it. They're going to know exactly what the vision is.
Listen.
No.
So it's exactly what you just talked about, where it's these details that you don't think about and you kind of learn as you grow.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting concept. I'm putting that in my back pocket.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to him, man. What was the Hollywood Video manager?
His name was Mr. Petty.
Mr. Petty. Oh, yeah. Fitting. Look, I hope he's not watching. It is kind of petty. I ain't gonna lie to this.
I hope that he's still alive, but that was one of my that was one of the keys, one of the gems that I took from him. He was so patient and kind. And he had everything in his office. It wasn't just the peanut butter.
That's what I'm right. I was about to say, what else there?
But he had other things, right? So I think that's phenomenal that you make sure that they understand the basics and the foundation, because as we know too, when you have a strong foundation, you can build anything on top of that.
But you need that foundation.
Yes.
That's why you gotta get them in early.
Absolutely. I love that so much. So, pivoting a little bit, we talked about this for just a little smidget with you and your daughter. You guys play games and things together.
For sure.
So, let me check my time, though. Let me make sure. No, when we come back.
Look, man, I love talking about my daughter, man. Look, you gonna make me wait. We
gotta wait a little bit. But it's not so much about your daughter. It's about you.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
All right, you guys. So, we'll be right back after these messages with Mike Newton, and we'll find out more about him. All right? We'll be right back. Hey there, you all. It's Nikki B here, and welcome back to Futureland365 podcast and radio show. And I'm so excited because we've been having such a good time. Clearly, we are at play. We're at a playful space here, and I love this so much. Not just playful, but when you're in a play state, that's when your genius really comes out.
For sure. And
people really absorb what it is that you're teaching them. I found out that that's also the same thing with humor.
Yeah.
How comedians really, that's how they really get us to listen to the intense things that they're talking about, because they have their frontal lobe wide open.
That message, yeah.
And the message is going right in there.
For
so
sure.
Yeah, I love this space. Is this a workspace? Can you come and work here?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So that's what we've been working on.
Where I was going, but
yeah,
it just came
no,
up.
that's a great question. We've been getting a lot of that with adults, because during the day it's hard finding a co-working space that makes sense. So we're in the midst of doing that while we're closed. So, from that 9 to 3 hour. Yeah, that 9 to 3 hour. And then, depending on how many people we have in, we're fine with members staying in. We can have that crossover. But yeah, a lot of people, they like the lounge.
Because it's such a vibe.
We can put the music on and so on, no system. So definitely trying to integrate that into what we have here. But the main focus is on the youth.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I love that. I know the first time I came, we had a conversation. He had the vibes going.
Yeah, the vibes was definitely there. The vibes can get there.
For sure. So what I really wanted to ask you and talk about when we came back is, it's a fun question. It's nothing too serious. It's definitely, and I'll share mine as well.
Okay, you go first.
No,
you said, look.
I had to pause like, right. Go first. Okay, yes, I will go first. All right. So, what is your favorite video game growing up, or what was your favorite video game growing up? So, I was share mine it was two.
I got two too.
So, I had Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay. And also, going way back, the duck shooting game, the Nintendo.
Oh yeah,
the duck. What was it called?
I don't even remember what that was called.
It was like a second part of the Mario Brothers, right?
I'm trying to think.
Because it was a Mario Brothers, and then you can also use that one. Anyway,
look, we're gonna need. Yeah, y'all let us know that game. The duck shooting
drop
game.
In the comments.
Yep, drop it in the comments. Let us know. Let us know. I got two bangers though. So
let's hear it.
My first one is Frogger. Have you ever played Frogger? Man.
Oh wait.
Frogger was hey, look, my man's behind. Hey, he like, yeah, that's definitely one of them. Frogger is when they had different levels in these cars. Yeah, cars are coming in the frog, you gotta jump and not get hit.
Okay.
And me and my sister could play that all day. I remember us playing it and I was an outside kid, but we would play all day. It was so much fun. And like you would hop in between cars, then they would have it'll be the water, you have to hop on the log. Oh, it was so much fun.
I do remember that game.
So
it wasn't one of my favorites, but I definitely remember.
Yeah, Frogger. Come on, man. All right, this gotta be one of your. I know if you like Frogger, you gotta like Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot was enough. You don't know Crash? Oh, you don't know Crash? I know
it, but my cousins, they all loved it. I was not a fan. But I did play it with them from time to time. But
I love Crash. Now Sonic was a good one too. I like Sonic too. But I think it also depends on what console you have, right? Like I like PlayStation a lot.
It's true. Yeah, I did. I like Sega Genesis. I had the handheld.
Yeah.
And I liked Nintendo too.
Yeah, exactly.
When PlayStation came, that was more my brother's jam.
Yeah.
But yeah, we pretty much had the different consoles as well. So,
same.
And there were 6 of us growing up, so they had to figure out ways to keep us entertained.
It was just 2, you know what I mean? It's like y'all was fighting over them things.
Man, what?
Y'all was in shifts, rotations.
I mean, they had to really establish time. Oh, y'all outside.
Right, yeah. Color coded it on the fridge. They had the little magnets.
Listen, I don't know how they did it, but we were like the Brady Bunch, but it all worked out.
I want to say y'all turned out good, I'm sure.
Yeah, we did okay. Yep. Yeah. All right, so shifting gears a bit here because we are wrapping up, and I'm getting a bit sad because I mean, this has been a great conversation.
I feel like we just got here.
I think we have, quite honestly. So I do want to ask you, looking forward, looking into the future, since we are here on Futureland 365, we want to talk about the youth and connections and creating those dots and those resources, right?
For sure.
So what about the future? What is your vision for the future for Ethlete Lab Academy?
For sure. Yeah, so we wanted to start, obviously in Cleveland, outside of Cleveland, Lakewood, but we wanted to start in Cleveland, put a space here to prove the model, right? So we wanted to bring it back home, show what's out there, and we really want to prove that this can be a safe space for kids, not only to game, but hang out. And then the vision is, I don't want to put a time step on it because it's all in, God's plan. But
I agree.
Yeah, whether it's 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, we want to place Ethlete Lab Academy all over the place. So we do have a franchise model where whether we put one on the east side, put one in Columbus, we don't know where that location will be, but it is to grow and expand.
I love that too.
Yeah.
So that you do have the opportunity. So
Sure.
you didn't want to box yourself out, no pun intended.
Yeah, right.
So you didn't want to box yourselves in. So you guys this was again since 2022.
For sure.
The thought and the vision was there. It's like, okay, how do we build this out? What does this look like? So keeping that open is very smart and forward thinking, innovative, right?
Yeah. And I think it came with the territory, right? Like it didn't start off that way. Like it started off as like a standalone brick and mortar, but as we continued and we saw the layout and we saw what we had, as far as the concept, it was like it just makes sense, right? To franchise it some way, somehow. So
yeah, I think that's incredible. So it sounds like there's opportunity.
It's definitely opportunity.
There is opportunity for us to join in and collaborate, partnership with this franchise. I don't know about Futureland. I'm saying we as a community.
Right. We all about the community.
I want to be clear there. Because you just never know what people are thinking. So again, going back to that foundational, let me clear this up here.
Right,
so,
for real. You'll be getting all types of calls, comments.
Board of directors reaching out like, hey guys, that's not what I meant.
I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
And I have to put out a statement and all these things. Like, no, let's clear it up right now.
Right.
So I think that's phenomenal. That's great. And kudos to you.
Appreciate it.
For having this vision. Kudos to your family, right? Your mom, dad, sister, daughter, all those. I think having that support and that community is important as well. Shout out to them in the way that you were raised, and clearly they were like, hey, what do you like to do, and kind of pushed you in those ways, and they were good examples as well. And even if not 100% best examples, you still felt like, oh, this is the way I want to go, and I'm going this way. For sure.
Yeah. And I think just putting it easiest put, like, just my family and parents always just said, like, just try your best. And as long as you try your best and put, like, your best effort in, like, we'll support you. You know what I mean? So being able to have parents who understand that, every road isn't the same. There's some people who right after school got into a career, got into a job. And then there was me who took, 3 to 4 internships in the NBA and, figured it out from there. But just to understand the dream and the passion that went into it, and having that support system and that foundation was huge.
Yeah, I think success, what I'm learning here is that success is not linear.
Oh, it's not at all.
It can be this way.
For sure. And that's my story. It started thinking I was going to be in the NBA to I just want to work into the NBA to, hey, I'm coaching gamers. So I would have never thought that, or I would have never, had that on my, vision board 5 years ago, but 2.5 years ago, it was there. So yeah.
I love that so much. And I share that similar sentiment. I've never would have thought that I would be in this media space, right? Not at all.
Right.
I was going down the path of, or traveling the path of being healthcare administration, you know what I'm saying? So
it's crazy. Here you are, right?
And here we are, having a good time, encouraging, having beautiful conversations, learning about people. That's something that I love to do. Learn about people and figuring out how we connect. Like, what? How is this? Or even if we don't, exploring is so much fun to me. So, and that's exactly what you do here at Ethlete Lab Academy with the kids,
For sure.
Helping them explore and find out what their genius is.
For sure.
So let everyone know how they can inquire, how they can reach out to you guys, and when are you guys open, all the things.
For sure. So we're open Monday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. On Friday, we're open from 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. And then Saturday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. You can follow us on all social platforms as Ethlete Lab Academy. So just our business name. And you can see all of our information there as far as our upcoming events, our classes. We do no school day camps. You can also just go to our website, which is also etheletelaBacademy.com with all that information as well. So.
Yeah, I love the no school day camps.
Yeah, so we got one coming up. I think it's almost universal when it comes to Cleveland, but October 10th, we have a no school day camp from 9 to 3. So I know parents are going to be trying to figure out where to do it or what to do with their kids while they're trying to work and they're on remote calls or, we're here, and you can drop your kid off. And during that no school day camp, we will be teaching coding. So those foundational basic skills of coding, as long as like integrating some breaks where, we can get it in on the 2K side, got Madden, whoever want to see me in that, we're going to take some breaks and we go game. Yeah, we go game some as well. So, but yeah, I would just say, check out our website. We got some cool things, some cool offerings going on. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're easy to find and reach out to and connect with.
I love that. Accessibility.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and bringing equity as well to the community.
Yes.
Speaking about that as well, I think we have a little bit more time. I want to ask for those individuals who are possibly seasoned or looking for ways to give back or volunteer or conduct a workshop. How is that a possibility as well? Yeah,
for sure. So we've hosted meetings here. We've hosted workshops here. I would just say similar, just reach out. We do have offerings where you can rent out the space fully. You can rent out one of our space, like our building, or should I say, the lab is divided in different sections. So depending on what you want, as far as an offering, we can work with you. But we're super excited to start hosting some of those, workshops or fireside chats, and just show everything that this space has to offer, because we want to get the full, the full. What's the word I'm looking for? Help me, I'm tagging you in as a friend. The potential. Yeah, we want the full potential out of this space, and we have a lot to offer. We want to make sure we can bring everybody in and be able to experience it with us.
Yeah, I love that so much. I think this is incredible. Who knows? Futureland may be hosting some workshops or classes, or even have a fireside chat right here.
We're all for it.
Hey, LB, who knows? We may be able to
put the call in.
Live streaming here. Why not? Right. I love this idea. Again, the opportunity and the potential are endless.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I love this so much. So I think I gave a lot of you all some of my key takeaways, but what I have here is, you have a vision. If something is in your heart, and I said this before, if there's something in your heart, don't ignore it. Don't even sit on it. Share it with someone that you trust. Surround yourself with good counsel. That's really the thing. And share that thing with them, and hopefully they'll be able to connect you with the right person or resource. But if you don't have that connection, that resource, right here, we connect you to where you need to be, right? So I think that's number one, important. But then also, once you have that idea and that thing and that vision, write it down and make it plain, because you just never know how it's going to morph out. Talk it out, build it out, and you too will be able to play
for sure
your dream. But it's really work.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's really work, but you're having fun doing that.
Yep.
Well, you all, this has been an amazing conversation.
It's so much fun.
I think we have a little bit more time. Do you want to share some advice for individuals who have a vision or are working in their genius, and how they get to building it out? For sure. Yeah, it's definitely challenging. Anything worth having and worth working for, it's going to be a challenge, right? You're going to have some good days. You're going to have some bad days. I think just keeping the main thing, and just having a discipline, right? I think
you know, the discipline to constantly like go after it. The days that you don't feel like going after it, and also just respecting, you know, yourself. And what I mean by that is there's days where I know I'm physically tapped out, and it's okay to take a day of rest or take a day of recharging, you know. So it's a fine balance of that discipline and getting things done, and you know, consistently working at it, but also rest is very important as well. So I think those are like my key takeaways right now. I know they're super, you know, basic, but they're oftentimes ignored, especially with the social media landscape of, you know, you got to work harder, go after it. It's like, yeah, but you're human, you know, and you need those mental breaks and refreshes. So.
Right. The pauses are important.
They're super important.
Yeah. When you hit pause, you're able to refresh.
For sure.
Recalibrate.
For sure.
Your energy. You get that second win.
For sure. You're going to need that second win.
You're going to need it. For the next level, right? You have to be the new version of you to get to that next level. Well, you guys, this has been an amazing conversation with Michael Newton, founder of Ethlete Lab Academy. I learned so much. I had fun. He shared some playful things about himself as well as the serious part as well. So you all, that's it. That's all. Nikki B here, right here on Futureland365, WOVU 95.9. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.